Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody to my channel. We're getting this house pretty well situated here. I have been slacking on it, especially last month. This is the end of the doorway with no door. I have made the hinges, but I'm going to wait until I have the ceiling on to put on the doors, because it's for security, and if you can just jump over the roof, why put on the doors? Just gonna. And of course last time, well, I think we were putting in these posts here, which are permanent. They're beautiful posts that they do not, they're not necessary to be here. All the support is taken up right here on this header, on that beam. And why don't we go up there and look? What I'll be doing is tying rebar across both ways. And the scaffolding's been here like 3-4 months. Still solid. And one of these two is going to be for a vent, and the other one will bring hot water in. Because right here will be a little kitchenette. Of course, without the scaffoldings in the way, it'll be a good 8.5 feet up. And all these right here will be connecting to the walls, the steel studded walls that we're going to put up there. But as for putting the ceiling up, we have to put in a temporary floor in here of plywood and beams and posts, and put in all the rebar. And hopefully we'll be doing that in an upcoming video. But really today all I'm going to be doing, because money's tight, this is, boy, I can't imagine anyone's doing this on less of a budget than I am. But this is level with a line over there. We used a tube full of water and had the bubbles match up. Me and my friend Sabina, who is helping me today. And what we're going to be doing a lot of is work way beyond that tree. This is where the bathroom is going to be. Right now it's a swamp. Not much more. We do have the back of the property figured out here. Like from where the house is. A straight line goes all the way across on those little bars sticking out of the ground. So everything on this side is going to be a neighbor. So it's a very small, like, patio, backyard kind of thing. I did have a big tank in here that was 1,100 liters, but it was stolen. It was full of water. It was right there. Someone drained it by, I guess, punching out the valve on it, because I didn't have a handle. Maybe they just brought a handle with them. Who knows? They drained it and took it. But I have 2 barrels here for now. The big problem here, the big obstacle, is having very little money and thieves. That's a bad combination, because when you're poor, having thieves means kind of like if you had cancer and you're being fed radioactive metals all the time, kind of. So, what intelligence I do have, I've been having to use, let's put it that way. This area is just going to be full of flowers. I might put a few trees in here, but most of it will not be ornamental. I'm going to be having like creeping plants, like, what would we have? Probably watermelon. A couple small trees in here, and lots of flowers. It's going to be just going mad with flowers. And this, as you can see, is like a foot of dirt. We just started this the other day, me and Sabina, and my wife helps a little bit. All these rocks in here, tires, they're free, they're everywhere. I mean, it's holding back all that so that this can be more level. And it's just really worked so far. I mean, they're screwed together. It's filled with dirt. You can plant things in there. You got weeds growing through them. And that's just crushed rock, no dirt. And still weeds grow through there. And Sabina's been getting real nice dirt that we've been piling because it's thin. It's like that much dirt on top of rock everywhere out here, and we've had it in a pile. What you doing there, Sabina?
Nothing, I'm just getting dirt to move to the garden that we're currently making.
Excellent. We've been doing a lot in very little time, and it's raining constantly out here. I could probably brush away some of this dirt, and you'd see that it was just rock. So we've been putting it here out of the way. Good dirt, and now we're finally kind of taking it and we're going to put it in the garden. I'll tell you what, I've been surprised by how well things have been growing out here, because usually it doesn't rain very much, but it has been lately. Things have been coming alive like mad. And about to go in a second here. This is what I'm talking about. All this rock is underneath here. That's what we get when we take up the little bit of dirt. Haven't had any problems with these tires here causing there to be any movement of the dirt, anything like that. It's all stayed where it is, but over here we've had like a problem with it breaking through, which is probably because we weren't done there and it was very thin, but we're going to be working on that and increasing the size of this here. Now, when you have a very low budget, you're going to have to just find things that are free. And one thing that was free was a lot of bricks, but they weren't in good condition. Hardly any of them are good like that to build a house with. I mean, you could. So they're perfect for something like this where we're marking out where I'm not planting things. So when I'm watering and weeding, I can stand on something and know where the plants are not. And if you can find some tractor tires, boy, they really prevent erosion. Like the erosion we got here, we're going to fix that. We have something in mind there to flatten out the ground a little bit here, put a tire directly on the ground, and then some on top, and then attach some behind, and it just ain't going to move. It's kind of like what we did here, which was I put a lot more thought into this. So we're going to have to put a lot of more rock in here to help hold it back, and maybe even concrete. Since I have more property down there and I plan on terracing it more, but after I have a concrete retaining wall kind of in there, since I'm going to have that, this right here it's gonna continue on later. For now, it just has to hold water back, and I'm screwing it together here pretty much on every surface I can, the tires, so that if they want to move, they got to move in one piece. And back in that bank I had over there, I showed, it's very tight. I mean, nothing's moved. Water comes through normally. This part was at the end of it, so it makes sense that it kind of just moved out of the way. And right here it was real low, so that allowed water to move. I'm going to be screwing all these together and filling them with rocks.